and the judge had put the GPS on me. And what was crazy is the motion to stay means they stay your sentence while you come home and wait for a decision.
Okay.
So when the judge, read the motion, he said, "There's a strong likelihood I'm going to overturn this conviction, so I'm going to release you on your motion to stay." You know what I'm saying? And I remember, I had the 8 o'clock curfew. It's 6 o'clock. My boys and like, "Yo, let's go to the mall right quick. Get you something to wear tomorrow." And I'm like, "Man, listen, bro, I'm not leaving. I got 8 o'clock. Nah, we gonna make sure you back." And I remember going into the mall. First time in the mall, bro, but I'm with them. And what stands out the most is I go to CVS. Sean is standing beside me, but like he's standing beside me, but he's in the back. Mm-hmm. And he's just paying. He's like, and he says to me, "I'm gonna play the back and just let you." I'm sitting there, Bobby, man, and I'm looking for the blue cap, the pink cap, and the green cap, and the deodorants. Because I'm looking for that, man, and I don't see that. I see all these deodorants, all this toothpaste, all these shampoos, all these toothbrushes, bro, and I'm in
so many options.
I'm getting overwhelmed inside. I call him Side, but Sean comes up and he goes, "It's all right, bro. Take your time." Mm-hmm. Instantly, I start remembering, what's the last commercial you saw?
Right.
Jergens, Dove. Bro, I left out of there with like $90 worth of cosmetics, bro. Started grabbing all the Dove products, you know what I'm saying? But
it's freedom for you.
Man, it was
Sounds like a beautiful day.
Yeah, bro. Man, it was, man. It was beautiful, and at the same time scary.
Right.
That first night was. I remember this dude Bobby that was inside, man. Bobby Evans. He told me, it's a Japanese word for it, but he says to me, when we're in prison, there's certain sounds we can sleep through. Right. Jingling the keys, doors closing, people yelling. And those were the sounds I was used to for 28 years. Right. So now when I come home, I'm hearing horns cars going. Yeah. Bro, I can't sleep for nothing because these sounds are foreign to me. Mm-hmm. And my first night, was tough, falling asleep. And I remember waking up the next morning and I'm in my mom's house.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Waking up and
man, and I it didn't register. First time I'm sleeping under the same roof as my mother in 28 years. First time ever I'm sleeping under the same roof with my son, who was born a month after I went in. So all he knew was prison visits. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I remember at 5 o'clock in the morning, one of my boys comes knocking on the door. I open the door. He's like, "Let's go to breakfast." I said, "Bro, I'm not leaving this house till my son wake up, man, and see me in there, man." You know? And that's for him to wake up and come in the living room, man, and see me, that was just a whole nother emotional. Spent more time in prison than I did on the street.
Yeah.
So, there's a trauma that we don't even realize, man. There's a PTSD that we suffer from. And I remember a caseworker telling me, guys in prison don't suffer. PTSD is for veterans. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, because every morning I wake up, I'm waking up in a war zone. You understand what I'm saying? And there's a post-traumatic trauma or post-traumatic syndrome. Call it what you want, man. It's real. It is what it is. Right. And for me, I'm dealing with stuff that other people don't understand, man, except people that have been through that situation. And I tell people, I'm wired different. Dudes that have done the time I've done. Anyone that has done time in prison, we wire different, man. There's a certain detachment that we have. Because we have to. We have to detach. Yep. We have to, man. So part of my never not working is never not working to get back to a normalcy that I remember.
Right.
The problem with that, Bobby, and I realized this probably a week and a half ago. That normalcy that I'm trying to get back to may not even be the normalcy. But because of my post-incarceration trauma and syndrome, I'm not allowing myself to even recognize. I'm saying it to you, but to actually say, this may be your normalcy here. You know, I'm dealing with that. And everybody's trauma is different. So part of my business, Never Not Working Enterprise LLC, is me never not working to get back to that. Me never not working to deal with being home. And then there was other side of the wall. So when I came home, I would be like, yo, never not working, because that's what it took for me to get home.
Right.
Other side of the wall, because I made it on the other side of the wall. And whenever I would run into dudes that I was locked up with, I'd take a selfie, boom, and I would be like, yo, hug them, we made it on the other side of the wall. Then I looked around, Bobby, and I started seeing some of my boys having their own businesses and nonprofits. And I'm like, yo, y'all bounce back.
Right.
So it was like, other side of the wall, we bounce back. Don't count us out. And I remember my lady saying to me, well, first of all, that just don't count with incarceration. It just ain't about incarceration. I'm like, what you mean?
Right.
She said, babe, there's people on the other side of the wall of addiction, homelessness, depression, sexual assault, and just trauma in general. So let's talk about them. Let's talk about those people that get on that other side of the wall of that. Let's talk about their bounce back.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then the never not working, bro, that just applied, like you right now, never not working to bring awareness to incarceration, man.
Right.
Never not working to keep your job. Never not working to, if you in the gym, you never not working to get big.
Right.
If you're trying to lose weight, you never not working to lose weight, man. Whatever it is, if you're trying to graduate from college, you never not working to keep that 4.0, whatever it is, man. Yeah, people say, oh, you did 28 years. Y'all don't realize, because I'm still Commonwealth versus Massachusetts, because I still have this GPS on, this year and a half I've been home, that counts. So it's 29 and a half years of a wrongful conviction. Now, my mission since I've been home has been to bring awareness to not just post-incarceration trauma from wrongful conviction, but that trauma from conviction, period. Also, my mission is to bring awareness to wrongful conviction, bro. It's real. People don't realize it's real. They see shit on the TV and they be like, yeah, that's isolated. Nah, it's real. And when I introduce myself to people, when I say that to them, most times I get a hug, because they be like, what? You know what I'm saying? No Wrongful Conviction Day was October 2nd. The New England Innocence Project and the Exoneree Network put a rally together September 30th, man, where we marched from the DeWitt Center to Nubian Square. Posters of people whose families were there about the wrongful conviction of their loved ones, man. And I remember reading something there where it says, no innocent man should spend one day in prison. And I said, not only have we spent one day in prison, we spent, for me, 28 years, for another brother, 32 years, for another brother that was there 48 years, for another brother that was there 52 years.
Those are
and I said,
crazy numbers.
And you'll probably have the video, I said, wrongful conviction is an epidemic, bro.
Right.
But because it affects us, they don't see it that way. If whites were wrongfully convicted at the rate of black and brown men and women in this country, they would be saying it's an epidemic. And they would be saying, yo, what can we do to change the law? The legislators would be trying to do everything in their power, because
Got 'em on, man. When they see you down, there's no